Shifting our focus to France, where President Macron is facing a rebellion. Today, the French parliament passed a new immigration bill. It is hardline, it is controversial, and it is dividing Macron's party. His health minister has already resigned. More resignations could follow, which leaves the French president in a bind. He has to take a tougher stance on immigration, like he promised during his re-election campaign, but he also needs to appease his party members. More resignations could mean more trouble. So what is this immigration bill and why is it dividing the French government? Our next report tells you.
France has passed a new bill. It comes after weeks of debate, compromise, political wrangling and concessions. It's still controversial and is now dividing the French government. The new law in question is a contentious immigration reform. The bill was in discussion for quite some time. It's gone through rounds of amendments. It was about toughening immigration rules, but some in Macron's party say it's gone too far. So what's the bill about? It allows reduced welfare benefits for foreigners, tougher rules for foreign students, and new migration quotas. It will now be more difficult for children of immigrants to become French citizens. Dual nationals who are found guilty of serious crimes will lose their French citizenship. Immigrants will find it harder to bring family into the country. Plus, it will also be easier to expel illegal migrants. The biggest surprise is social security benefits. France has one of the most generous welfare systems in the world. It grants payments to foreign residents, helping them pay rent or pay for childcare. These monthly payments could be up to €100. But now, these will stop for many. Welfare benefits will have terms and conditions. You can get it on 2 conditions. You have to live in France for at least 5 years, or you must be working in France for 30 months. So, how many people will it affect? France has a sizable migrant population. In 1946, it was around 5% of the population. In 2022, it's over 10% of the total population. That's around 2.5 million people. About a third have become French citizens. This new immigration bill was endorsed by Macron and his centrist Renaissance party. Marine Le Pen's far-right national rally also supported it. And this is where the chaos began. France's left-wing parties accused Macron of appeasing the right, of passing the bill that aligns with Le Pen's policies. Macron's party lost its majority in parliament last year, so for the bill to pass, he needed Le Pen. But many in his party say Macron has made far too many concessions that are now dividing his own party. 20 of his MPs voted against it, 17 abstained. That's almost a quarter of all his MPs. His health minister has resigned, and he may not be the last one. More resignations could weaken Macron's hold in parliament and his 5-year presidential mandate. He's now trying to pacify his lawmakers.
Tackling the theme of immigration was, as you know, a perilous mission. That's why we took our time, about a year in all. Immigration provokes a lot of fear, sometimes anger. It's the biggest divisive topic, which requires truths and counter-truths. It's the topic that should be tackled with utmost necessary thought, but that often radicalizes positions.
But France is not alone in this boat. Many countries in Europe are now opting for tougher migration policies. The European Union did it today. It will reshape its migration and asylum rules, limiting the number of incoming migrants. So what France is doing is no different from the rest of Europe. But this could mean trouble, not just for migrants, but also for Emmanuel Macron.